Okay, this will probably strike you as an odd moment for me to mention this, but actually, there are not many moments I've observed in your timeline which wouldn't qualify as odd, and somehow, your idle moments seem to invite interruption the least. And this is a difficult topic for me to broach, for reasons that you probably won't understand. You're rambling again, Kanaya. Okay, sorry. I've just been meaning to say that I read your instructional guide. Oh? Yeah. Sorry to hear you were subjected to that. Why? It was a little melodramatic in retrospect, heavy-handed, but now it's stuck on that server forever, broadcasting the notes of a very confused girl sifting through the aftermath of just another pedestrian apocalypse somewhere in paradox space. Have you ever written a message you regretted instantly upon sending? Lately, almost perpetually. That line included? Wow, yes, kind of. Also, that one. I'm sure you regard the walkthrough as pretty quaint, as a veteran of this game. Actually, at the time of reading, it lent some useful insight into the nature of the game I hadn't yet considered. And the author, I guess. At the time? When exactly did you read it? Uh, by the way, what are you doing here? Is this part of your ongoing investigation? Yes. Are these tactics really necessary? It's faster this way. If there's one thing you and your friends regularly remind us, it's that time is not on our side. I know, but I thought our methods earlier were effective, in illuminating the underpinnings of the game. You ask some questions, and I answer, if I can. Yes, that has been effective. But you don't know everything, do you? No. My current strategy is comprehensive. Your notes have been helpful, but the facts you've supplied are being cross-referenced with understandings I have, and data gathered by the sort of means presented on the display. I still have more questions for you, which I'll ask in time. Okay, but these means presently on the display are making me a little nervous. I think it's kind of a reckless use. Of what? These forces. Dark magic, you mean? Yes, well, influenced by the gods from the furthest ring. The communion you seem to have developed with them I find kind of troubling. I don't think they're as nefarious as you might imagine. Many of them seem to be intent on helping us. How exactly do you know that? From their whispers in my dreams. How much time have you really spent sleeping, since you began playing? Not much, but quite a lot in the failed timeline. And now and then, memories surface from the alternate reality. Vague memories, but unmistakable in familiarity, like spontaneous rememberings of a dream from years ago, by some inexplicable catalyst. In reality, they spoke to me in my sleep and told me much of what I need to know, including what to do to reset our timeline and create the present reality. That makes me no less nervous. Our understanding is that influence from doomed timelines, though seemingly necessary to advance in the alpha reality, is generally inauspicious. Travelers from such branches are marked for death, and though it was only insubstantial part of which you traveled, just memories, I suppose, it's still troubling. I have assurance I'm on the right track. Surely you must have spoken to one of those gods by now. What did they tell you to make you so suspicious? Actually, I haven't. I have never visited Durs or traveled beyond the Vale. Prospect's Moon was my home for most of my dreaming life. It was? Yes. This surprises me. Why? Good question. Skaya was always the foil for my curiosity, but it only showed me what I needed to see. It very much had the presence of something sentient and benevolent, but silent. Not something to converse with or be instructed by, or anything with an agenda beyond which it knows to be manifests already. Like a very clear mirror that has everything there is to see inside it, but only some things are visible at any given moment. I always trusted it, and I don't trust gods that would eschew its light. You didn't actually answer my question. When was it exactly that you read my walkthrough? Oh, a while ago. Before you first contacted me? I have to confess that I've been experiencing something like impression whiplash since that time. What do you mean? At first I thought you were foolish and incompetent. My apologies for whatever misstep I may have taken to dispel that impression. It was an honest mistake, I swear. You see, that's what I'm talking about. That was a very starky remark that happened just now, stratified by your signature variants of insecurity which cut through the literal meaning of the statement like colorful ribbons. And the net intent is something maddening to try to know. Its meaning, I think, exists at the inscrutable nexus of semantic space where humor chafes against soft malice. A place perhaps where the human mind occupies more comfortably, I do not know. Xenopsychology isn't my strong suit, or even a real word. Yeah, I know I'm babbling again. The point is, it's not the type of behavior a very stupid person can perpetrate. And so my impression has thrashed around from conversation to conversation, and now, rather than suspecting you of incompetence, I have begun to fear just the opposite. I think you might be dangerous.